Can you play that riff? I want to learn the riff. Can you have that riff first? I hope somebody got a close-up of his hands because I want to roll that back later and learn that riff.
Do it again. Okay. 3, 2,
1.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Smashing Pumpkins, top 50 songs of all time. We are in the second disc of Melancholy. You know what title is. The biggest Pumpkins hit of all time.
Really?
Yes, this is by far their most popular song.
I mean, it's a good song and everything. I'm not gonna argue with that, but
It's about
the biggest.
It's the crossover appeal. I made a joke earlier. We have the MTV2 crowd, the mainstream MTV crowd. This is the VH1 crowd getting this song. I mean, Simon's Dream had some hits. It did. It had some crossover hits, but it didn't have anywhere near the chart status that a lot of these singles did. Nothing off Simon's Dream hit the top 40. Nothing.
Disarms off.
Yeah.
Siamese Dream.
Yeah,
People,
pop.
I'm talking to you. What the fuck is wrong with you? Sorry. All right.
That's what I'm saying. When I talk top 40 pop charts, we're competing with Mariah Carey, Boys to Men, pop music. True pop music.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you?
God. We did have this conversation because my mind, internet world, you were seeing my mind get blown. How is Disarm not their biggest hit ever?
Because it's too sad. That's my opinion.
Oh, come on.
It's not pop music. People want party pop music.
That's stupid.
The top 40 pop charts are stupid. There's a lot of stupid music on there.
Before anybody jumps in the comments, I like the song. I'm just surprised is all.
This is great music that's getting on the pop charts. Part of what made this song so popular is because the video resonated, was so universal. I think a lot of people lost their virginity to this song. It captured everyone's teenage years, and it was distinct.
I'm sorry.
It was, and they were smart about, how they dressed the kids to make them look more, it could be any time period, and then the song's called 1979, so you're getting some nostalgia there. Just crossover.
From the boomers.
From the boomers, that's right. That's right.
I remember saying to Jonathan and Valerie that I wanted it to be about suburban sort of teenage angst, but the idealized version, almost the sort of teenagehood that I never had, but I wished I had, which was sort of carefree and fun.
We both grew up in suburban neighborhoods, so there was a lot of material there for us. We just wanted to capture that feeling of being bored, a period of time when you feel like there's nothing to do, you're out of school, you're just hanging out with your friends, and maybe you hate your neighborhood a little bit. It was really important to us to cast kids who were really 15 and 16 instead of casting, 22-year-olds as high schoolers.
Inside the car, we mounted the camera where the dome light is, and Jonathan was in the trunk operating it, and they just drove for like 30 minutes, completely forgot that there was a camera there.
So it was really exciting for us to do a shot that was a 360-degree pan. You could see that there were no camera cars, no movie lights, no nothing, just the kids in the car. It was kind of like a declaration that this is not going to be like this Hollywood production, that was going to be more like a documentary.
This is the same director team that did the Tonight Tonight video and the Rocket video. So a very inventive director couple. This could be such a simplistic concept, and you could get away with, just doing regular cameras, but they do a lot of cool camera angle stuff with this. I was always impressed with that.
Yeah.
It's less interesting now because we all have cameras on our phones. We can do all of this. But, back then it wasn't, you couldn't really do it.
It's like Cannonball Run or something, where all the band members are in these funny roles, doing bit parts in the video.
James seemed to be the perfect convenience
store work. He has a wig on, too.
Yeah, and he was really good at figuring out his look. And then Darcy really wanted to be this irate neighbor. Blue, cold cream.
Pink hair and curlers,
yeah.
and put them in the costume, and they became the characters.
Of all our videos, I think this is probably the best one. As far as the idea and the execution, I just thought this video was just flawless. I like every shot in the video. I think the casting is incredible.
I think the images work really well with the song, but it's the song that kind of conjures up a lot of the right feelings.
This is the last song they wrote for the record. Flood told them, you have 24 hours. If it's not finished in 24 hours, it's not going on the record. We are out of time. It came in, and they did it. Smirk.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking, man.
This sounds like a simple song, but there are some distinct layers and some distinct sounds. That weird effect that a lot of people love. It's actually Billy's vocals. Those are the other versions of it. Here comes the main riff. With the vocal effect. From the bass. Electronic kit. This is my favorite hidden layer. Here it comes back. These they sound like bells. I love it.
I think this is my favorite part of the layers too, right here.
So just a couple layers, but each one is distinctly kind of cool. That section of the video, sexy. I thought that was so sexy when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
I'm not being a perv, I was their age. I'll tell you how I felt as a teenager, folks. I thought I had such a crush on the blonde in this video. I thought that scene where they go in the pool and the shot of the camera following him back up out of the water for the kiss, I thought that was that's really magically well done. I loved it.
Watching this now, as a father of a 10-year-old son, I am filled with sheer terror of
Oh no,
Oh,
this is coming to him.
yeah, going to parties, driving cars and stuff like that. So like I see him as he is now doing these things, and I'm just like, I'm not ready for it. You know?
I know. Hey, I know. my son graduates high school this year. Yeah. I lived through
Oh,
it. Yep.
good God.
This, I mentioned my favorite part when I was a teenager. As an adult, my favorite part is it's the band playing the house parties.
There were a lot of people who were so excited it was the Pumpkins, but there were a lot of very sort of jaded Hollywood teens, and
Hanging out in the kitchen.
Yeah, what was weird is that Billy just wanted to jam. So the band was just playing this incredible music, but it was not any of their sort of known songs.
Absolutely no response from the people. And we thought, what's going on? So then we started playing some of our better songs, and the people started responding, so it almost turned into like this weird mini concert.
The audience just went crazy.
It was a party too. Those kids, some of those kids were really zoned out, and we caught a couple of them having sex in the bathroom.
We
Thanks
used
for
a
that, Jimmy.
special camera rig in the convenience store and in some of the party scenes where the camera is about 2 feet away from the person, attached to a shoulder waist brace. The camera moves with them as they move about.
They all seem the guitar on his head. Song.
Yep.
They said the
Justin.
female. They said the female version of my name.
Billy wrote this for you, Justin.
You're damn right he did. Thank you, Billy. Appreciate that. Although I'm a guy. I'm a guy, not a girl. I should have got the whole.
That's
got the name
debatable.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So I never knew the rules. I hung down with the freaks and ghouls. I think that very accurately describes the circle of friends that I tried to put together. Not just you guys, but also my. I liked hanging out with the freaks and ghouls, from the music store, from the video store, like weird people. I liked it.
Yeah.
Mike, Mr. Metalhead Mike. I have a great memory of sitting in my room with two women. We were trying to date, and we're drinking, we're having a great time, and this song's playing, and Mike got the biggest smile on his face and was singing along, and just him geeking out about this particular song. It was kind of shocking. And the other
I don't
girl,
think I remember
the other
her.
girl in the room was a girl that I kissed, and then I found out she was gay. So that was a very embarrassing.
You
moment.
turned her gay?
Yeah. No, she was gay before. And
Wait. Didn't I just say like 2 minutes ago that it was debatable whether or not you were a girl?
Yeah, this is how I found out I wasn't a girl, because I got rejected by her. Literally one of the most embarrassing moments of my life.
I feel like for fair play, since you kind of shared a somewhat embarrassing story, we were in your car and you had on the phone, and I confessed my desire to marry her and have kids with her by yelling it. Look back on that, and I'm just like, oh god, what the fuck is wrong with me?
I'm glad we all have something.
Yeah.
love the girls abandoning the guys after they trash the store. But you guys are on your own with it. I really like how that ends.
Yeah.
Because it leaves the story open. It's like this continues on.
Mhm.
So I like how that feels. And I love that whole last verse about, you know, what's going to happen to our bodies after we die. Probably just going to fall into the earth and, you know, but who cares? I mean, we don't know. We don't have the answers. This is a magical song. This is a big deal. And I explained a little bit about it, how personal it is to me. I think this song is personal for almost everybody who grew up in that time. It's that everyone has a personal story about growing up that fits this mood. I think all the lines are super clever. Very well written poetry. And I love Billy Corgan's vocal performance on this is wonderful. It's a beautiful, another new gear. It's soft without being a sigh. It's more conversational.
So, as much as my head exploded about this being the number one selling Pumpkin song of all time, right?
It won you over, right?
Yeah, no, it's still it is a really good song. Like, I still really enjoy it. I do really love all of the layers to the music. Like, you kind of showed that video leading up to it to kind of break them all down. I really like how they all fit together. I kind of agree with you as far as Billy's vocal performance on here, that it's really good. Yeah, it really does kind of evoke that nostalgic late high school, early college, at least for us, feel.
What I also like about this within the context of Melancholy, if you are in the Angry Boy nihilistic hell, I think that this song and the video really show you what you're missing out on by shutting other people out. It's still gonna be hard, but you can build positive memories when you look back. Even the embarrassing memories. We're laughing. James and I shared some. We're laughing about it now. It's a positive aspect of looking back, is being able to laugh at those things. And you got it. If you don't take any risks, you'll never have any stories like that. All you'll have is, I sat in my room, stayed on my computer.
You can't have those types of memories and that type of feeling without relationships.
That's right.
Right? We are, at heart, we are social creatures. We are not built and designed to stay alone in our cubicles. Our rooms. We're
Right.
we are built and designed to interact with other people, to build relationships, and yeah, you can't have memories and feelings like that if you are isolated and alone, right? Fitting it in with like the nihilistic, teenager. Like, me personally fit that stereotype to a T, but still found a way to find people that we could form these bonds, and without that, life means so much less, right? And then that's what this song taps into.
This is the highest single they have that's on my list. Just number 7. There you go. 1979 by the Pumpkins. Thank you for sticking with us. We will continue on with Pumpkins Madness. Thank you. I'm Justin. That's James. 2-year anniversary, everybody.